Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, guys? Sergeant Moose here, back with another The Texas Chainsaw Massacre video, and in today's video, guys, we're going to talk about some patch notes. That's right, guys, they just released the upcoming patch notes for March 28th. Of course, guys, we do know in 2 days, the new patch is releasing for the new map, the Sawmill, and the new character, Virginia, coming into the game, and along with that is coming in a patch as well. So, without further ado, guys, we just opened up the patch notes. I haven't even read them yet. We're going to read them right here, talk about them, kind of discuss them a little bit. So, it says, here are the patch notes for March 28th, 2024. The following notes are for our upcoming March 28th, 2024 patch. It is scheduled to begin rolling out on console and PC at roughly 8 a.m. EDT. With this patch, players will also be able to play the newest map, The Mill, and try out our newest DLC character, Virginia. The patch will address the following issues. Alright, so first note here is, guys, is Julie's proximity aura has been tuned. We have tuned Julie's proximity aura. Her proximity aura radius is now slightly smaller to match other victims. So for those of you that play Julie, she tends to have a larger proximity aura than all the other victims. If you're in the basement, someone's upstairs above you, or not even very close to you at all, you will get an aura at times that makes it appear that there is a family member very, very close to you, which is not the case. That is being tuned to be in line with the other victims. Also, guys, tuned is Nancy's Wait a Second perk. We have tuned the perk Wait a Second. Victims who are ensnared in Nancy's barbed wire will now wait 3, 5, and 8 seconds respectively before being able to remove it. Previously, victims would have to wait 10, 15, and 20 seconds respectively to remove it. So, a big giant nerf there coming in to Nancy's Wait a Second perk for her barbed wire. Of course, if you guys know, you get snared in her barbed wire, there's nothing you can do. There's no prompt for you to get it off until, if she's at level 3, it would take 20 seconds. Now at level 3, it's going to be 8 seconds. So a 12-second nerf to Nancy's ability there. Wait a second. Now we have change credits added for Sissy Jones and Michael Johnson. The amazing Sissy Jones does both voice acting and motion capture for Nancy, and Michael Johnson does Danny. They are now going to be in the credits. Family member soft lock, guys. This is probably the one I'm most excited about in this patch. This has been an issue that has certainly been plaguing the game. We fixed the problem where family members would get soft lock for the rest of the match if stunned while losing stamina. This fix applies to being stunned by a door slam, barged by Leland, and sneak attack. So, I know many of you who play Family out there, you've probably been in this situation a time or two where you've gotten checked by Leland or you've gotten stunned by a door, stabbed, and then you can't do anything at all, period, for the rest of the game. This will be fixed in the upcoming update on the 28th. Next, guys, we have the Nicotera Chainsaw audio on Leatherface variants. We have fixed an issue where the unique Nicotera saw sound was incorrect when equipped on other Leatherface outfits. Yes, so different animations, different sounds that the Nicotera Chainsaw should be making on different Leatherface outfits. It would sound like the base chainsaw. This has been fixed. Now, when using the Nicotera saw on a non-Nicotera Leatherface, the correct audio will be present. Next, guys, we have the lobby countdown timer not showing. We fixed a UI issue where players would not see the lobby timer during the 5 seconds before a match launches. Yes, so there'd be times you'd be in a lobby and the match would just start. You didn't see any kind of timer, any kind of, countdown or anything like that. That's going to be fixed for the 5 seconds. Next, fixed Making Grandpa Proud. We have fixed the issue where Making Grandpa Proud was not unlocking. However, Making Grandpa Proud will only unlock for base game maps, meaning that it will not unlock on Nancy's house or the mill. PS4 players may still experience this issue, and we hope to have it resolved quickly. So they have fixed that. Still might be an issue on PS4 for the time being, though. Also fixed is match not ending. We fixed an issue where games would sometimes not end after the last victim was killed or disconnected. I have seen this, especially when a victim disconnects right at the beginning of the match, too, guys. Before they load into the match, I've noticed sometimes this will cause you to not be able to finish the game as well. Hopefully this is an issue that's addressing. Next is fixed Leland star sign ability description. We fixed an error in Leland star sign ability description, which incorrectly stated does not affect Leatherface. So we talked about this recently on stream. Those of you that play Leatherface and those of you that play Leland know that it does, in fact, affect Leatherface. It just doesn't knock him to the ground, but it does indeed stun him like the other family members. So they just took that line out. Next is the Twinkle Toes perk. We fixed an issue where Twinkle Toes was not functioning when victims ran through bone charms at all levels. Twinkle Toes will now work as intended. Fixed stuck spots on Nancy's house. We fixed an issue where victims would sometimes get stuck in a wall after jumping down a well on Nancy's house leading to the North Tunnel. We fixed an issue where victims would sometimes become stuck on a shelf after being hit off a ladder in Nancy's bedroom. I have been the victim of this bug before, guys, with the well getting stuck in the wall going down it. It's nice to see that it has now been fixed. Fixed family members stuck on couch in slaughterhouse. We fixed an issue where the family members would sometimes get stuck when picking up blood in the cutting room. The blood bucket has been moved to prevent family members from becoming stuck. I don't know. I don't think I've ran into this issue before, guys. I may have, but I can't recall. But it's nice to know, if people have ran into the issue. It has now been fixed. Cook's Padlocks has been fixed. We fixed an issue where the unlock minigame would sometimes incorrectly remove the main lock instead of Cook's padlock when placed on an already locked door and gate. This would prevent Cook from removing the padlock. I have seen this many, many times, and I'm glad this is fixed. Now, when victims attempt to unlock a door with Cook's padlock placed on it, the first lock to be broken will be the Cook's padlock. Yeah, so there's been times, guys, to where the victims have, unlocked a lock and the regular lock on the door would pop off instead of the Cook lock, and sometimes this would make you think if the padlock's still there, that means both locks were still there, and that wasn't the case. So it's good to know that this has been fixed as well. Next is Nancy's stamina bar refill. We fixed an issue where Nancy's stamina bar would sometimes refill without delay when the perk wait a second was equipped. Fixed users experiencing constant rubber banding. We fixed an issue where some players were experiencing rubber banding during matches that would be brief in duration but consistent. I have noticed this as well. It wasn't really a game-breaking issue, but it was weird and it would happen sometimes at the weirdest times. If you're just about to get that hit in or just about to get that kill, sometimes you get that quick little rubber band that would prevent you from doing that. So it's good to see that that's been fixed. Next is players soft-locked after disabling crossplay. We fixed an issue where if players would disable crossplay while in a crossplay party, the subsequent removal would sometimes result in becoming soft-locked. Now, disabling crossplay while in a crossplay lobby will still result in being kicked from the party, but players will no longer be soft-locked. I wouldn't know about this one, guys. I usually always just keep crossplay on, but good to know for those of you if you play with crossplay off or turn it off, this has been fixed. Fixed Leatherface's spawn point. We fixed an issue where Leatherface would sometimes spawn outside of the basement. Guys, I have played tons and tons and tons of matches with Leatherface, and never once has this happened to me. But in the rare instance it has happened to somebody, it is good to know that it's now fixed. Fixed title crash during match reconnect. We fixed an issue where family members would sometimes experience a crash when attempting to reconnect to the match. Fixed Danny's scream audio during opening cutscene. We fixed an issue where if Danny was featured during the opening cutscene, Leland's voice would play over. Now, when Danny is featured in the opening cutscene, his correct voice will be present. Okay, so we'll now hear Danny whenever he's on the gallows at the beginning and not Leland's scream. That's good to hear. Fixed HUD not displaying correctly on HDD. We fixed the issue where players' HUD would not display properly when installed on a hard disk drive. Generator interaction prompt has been fixed. We fixed an issue where victim players are able to turn off the generator from the side, resulting in the ability to bypass traps. Now, victims will not be able to start the interaction when standing on the side of the generator. So, if you want to kick the generator off for now, guys, you cannot try to, maneuver your way around to the side of it to avoid Hitchhiker's traps. Now you have to do it directly in front, and you're going to have to interact with that trap. Lobby crash on Slaughterhouse. We fixed an issue where lobbies would sometimes crash when a family member attacked a victim climbing down the ladder on the side of the tool storage. And that also fixes blood glow on Slaughterhouse. We fixed an issue where blood would sometimes have a yellow shine in Leatherface's lair area. Now blood will not shine and correctly show in red color. And with that, guys, that is the patch. The mill will, of course, be free to all players. Virginia will cost $9.99 US. So it's going to be another $10 character for Virginia. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the patch notes. This is what we can expect on the 28th. Lots of good fixes, especially the stun lock fix there, I think, is probably the best one in this update. Not gonna lie, I wish there was a few more fixes that I was hoping for, but this is definitely a good start. Nancy's wait a second kind of threw me off a little bit. That's a big, giant nerf to that, but it's still going to be effective nonetheless. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 days until the DLC, man. Coming up on the 28th. This is the patch that's coming with that. Again, choose fight too, guys. Did I even mention that? Choose fight. We fixed an issue where choose fight at level 3 was not adding 5 seconds of stun duration at the end of a close encounter. I must have missed that one, guys. I apologize, but choose fight has been fixed as well. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. These are the patch notes we can expect in 2 days on the 28th, along with the mill map in Virginia. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you did, guys, feel free to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name's Sergeant Moose. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Take care.